Hi girls, it's Jenny with Planner Perfect, and I am going to be sharing with you today my new fall routine. Stay tuned. Welcome back. If you're new to me, welcome. My name is Jenny Penton, founder of Planner Perfect, and I coach women how to write a better story for their lives through the power of scripting. And today we're going to be talking about my fall routine. And I'm excited because I love every new season I have a new routine, because summer, I mean, it beckons for a different routine. I mean, the sun's out much longer. There's swimming to do. You're out longer. There's just, the days are longer. Then fall, it gets a little bit chillier and it's more cozier type of things. And so your whole routine should be changing. So I can't wait to show you what I've done with my routine and how I've made it so that I am just really holding myself accountable for different moments throughout my day so that I can ensure success. And I'm also accounting for time that I am also having downtime. So that's also very valuable. So I know I'm very, very busy, and then I also know that I have my downtime. And I love both of them. And so I am a very busy woman, and I do make sure that in order to be able to be successful in the endeavors that I'm choosing to do, I have to be intentional about how I live my life. And not only that, and I've said this a billion times, but it bears repeating, you must be very good at choreographing your life. You literally have to be able to choreograph your days to fit everybody and everything in your life, and to be able to do it at 100% capacity. So doing that, you cannot wing. You cannot wing your life anyway. But when you are accountable to, and you have, when you have your role and you have your, you are taking care of your family and your home, you're the CEO of your home, and you're caring for that in the best way possible, and you're caring for yourself in the best way possible, and you're putting your spiritual life first and God first with 100% devotion, and feeding your family. And then if you've got a business, all of those, and your children, all of those things they need you. And so you can't do it without a plan, and you must do it with 100%, or you should not be doing it, or you're going to have to make sure that you scale back or you hire help. It takes choreography to do that. It just takes knowing how you're going to do it. And inevitably, when you do your how you're going to do it, your why presents itself. And when you have those combinations together, your goals are free to really manifest themselves to you. Your goals just really become effortlessly done, and it's just a beautiful way to live. And I can't wait to show you my fall routine, and hope to inspire you to also change up your routine if you don't do that already. So, because it brings inspiration. New seasons bring inspiration already, and if you change it up just a bit to account for fall meals, for maybe bringing in and doing different things because of the fall weather and things like that, and then how you're going to account for your kids and what you're going to do here and what you're going to do there, and fitting it all together just really makes for one beautiful life. Let me turn you around and show you my planner and my fall routine. Okay, you guys, here we are. We're going to talk about my new fall routine, and I am in Isabella A5, and absolutely loving it right now. I may change tomorrow, but I'm absolutely loving it. This is where I'm putting my A5, this is where I'm putting my fall routine, because it's new for the season. It's a kickoff, and this way I totally know. Now, when I first mapped this out, I had to put this in a spiral notebook and completely map it out, what it would look like, and scribble and choreograph. And I mean, because that's how structured I really have to be in order to accomplish the goals I have set. I've also had to think long and hard if the goals I'm trying to achieve are achievable or if it's going to make me run down. I also had to go through the process of wondering if something was worth it for me to do, and if I really wanted to do it. So all of those things had to really come into, I had to think about before I wrote these down. So this is in pencil here, and I really don't mind it. I didn't feel like going over it and doing it, but I wanted to do it that way so I could erase if I needed to when I was creating the schedule. So I wrote fall routine up at the top. These are just some little stickers that I found on Amazon. And so I just stuck them in here for those. But I definitely use my stickers throughout as well. Anna and I are doing a book club once a month. We will be live. Be talking more about that in a little bit. I'm also going to be doing my mom and I once or twice a month, probably once still, where it's a podcast, but actually it's not even going to be a podcast. You're going to be able to see her now. It's going to be a really just great one-on-one conversation about things that matter to you and how to overcome them. She is a certified life coach, and she really offers great wisdom on really great topics. So be staying tuned for the September video. I think you're really going to like it. We're going to be talking about managing your home and how to be a CEO of your home. So stay tuned for that. It'll be a really good video. So what I did was I basically put down, so these are the two things that I'm doing one time a month. So I had to account for it. So I put it up there. I put down the calendar squares of just every day of the week, because different days of the week will do different things. And so here I've got those things where different days I will do different things. And I also have daily disciplines. So let's go through the different days of what I'm doing. Again, this is my season, what I'm doing, but I want to give you an idea of what it's going to look like for me to do these things, how I choreograph my day to help maybe inspire you within yours. I have church on Sunday, and it really is going to be a Sunday checklist. I mean, without a doubt, I am going to ensure that before I go to bed, I am set up for Monday. I mean, it has to be that way. Sometimes on the weekend, I want to leave wiggle room. So let's say Saturday, there's going to be a fall party, or Sunday after church, we're doing something. Then I don't want to be beholden to my Sunday checklist. But I'll always usually know in advance, and I'll be like, okay, well, then I'll change all that over to Saturday. So I just have wiggle room so I can go back and forth and say, okay, this Sunday I'll do it. Saturday I'll do it if I can't do it Sunday, and vice versa. So I do have fun days down, meal prep. It's part of a Sunday checklist. Clean the fridge, change the laundry, wash the laundry, and write out my grocery list. This is also when everything's tidy and ready. All the laundry's done and everything's done for the next day, including the laundry list, the fridge is set up, everything is ready. When I say meal prep Saturday, it's just more, because usually I'll grocery shop, get a couple things over the weekend, and I know what I need to do to have things set up for food. So, and that has to do with my baking day. So my baking day usually coincides with meal prep days and how I feed the family and all that. So those kind of days I can use interchangeably, and I like that it works. And I've been doing this already for a long time. I really kind of kept those kind of stable because that's what has to be done in order to ensure a really great work week. Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I do have painting days. So those are days that I hunker down and get painting done that I need to do. And again, it's not just paintings needs to be done, but as you'll see in my daily disciplines, how I break that down, because I have to break it down one more layer than that. Those are also business, where I can do Zoom call days and business calls and stuff. That has to fall on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesdays are going to be lives in either IG or fans or our YouTube. So I'm just kind of, keeping it and trying to keep it to a Wednesday if at all possible. So that's what I'm doing there. I also have bowling days, grocery days on Mondays, bowling days on Tuesdays with my kids. And so that's kind of what I have for there. For Thursday, that's when I'm going to do my YouTube videos. And I edit and schedule them. So that's when I do those. Fridays is baking days, and Anna and I film. And then that is something that I have to stay hold to. Now, when I go down the daily disciplines, I've got an early rise. So 6 o'clock, 5:36. I don't even need to wake myself up. I wake up at that time. And then 7 a.m. I shower. So I do devotionals. I do my devotions from 6 to 7, and then I shower. And then at 8 a.m., I do my social, and then I go upstairs and I do my upper level chores. So that's my beds, my laundry, bathrooms, fold laundry. That's what I'm doing that there. Then I go downstairs and it's like 9 a.m. and it's breakfast, feeding kids. And then I clean up. Then 10 to 12 is when I do my school. So I do school with the kids at that time. And, that is when we get all of our schoolwork actually done, which is really great. Then we learn in other ways if we go on field trips and do other things, and we are very flexible, because even then, like on this grocery day on a Monday, well, before I do that, let me just show you what else I have. Then 1 to 3, so if I get them done from 1 to 12, we do lunch, we clean up, and then 1 to 3 is when I do business. So that's when I have the kids, the boys go do something. And then that's when I am doing my painting. So I'm doing it between the hours of 1 to 3. So I'm painting, or if I've got a Zoom meeting, or I've got YouTube and editing to do. So here I'm with my kids doing stuff with them each morning. Or if it's a bowling day, let's say on a Tuesday, I can choose to either, for a bowling day, we can maybe on my business day here, I don't have Zoom calls or I don't have YouTube editing, because see, that 1 to 3 would be on a Monday. I'm just basically painting. And if I don't have a Zoom call day, if I don't have any calls, then I have room to play. And I like that. I have room to play. Not every day do I have a Zoom call every day. Not every day do I do YouTubes. I only do it on Thursday. So see, on these 1 to 3 slot though, I can be flexible, and I can be like, okay, I'm going to paint for 1 full hour or 2, and then I'll take the kids bowling in the afternoon. So we've gotten school done, and then we're going to go bowling, or we got school done and then we're going to go to the zoo, or we got school done, we're going to go to a museum here. So I can play with this as long as I really do adhere to what I really need to do, which would be painting and things like that. The YouTube videos would need to be done over here. But basically, if I can slay things in a certain frame, I can be very, very flexible. But there is a slot and a time frame for everything, and I absolutely love it. 4 to 6 is dinner and cleanup, and 7 to 10 is when I relax, I read, and TV, in bed by 10. So let me tell you something. This is very, very, very serious when it comes to it. My mom calls it margins. And I like it, so I'll adopt it. But she calls it margins, making sure that you have your margins. If you completely burn yourself out, or you're doing too much, and you act like you never need downtime, then you will burn yourself out and you'll just quit. So I know that for me, if my whole day is supercharged, as you can see, I mean, it's very scheduled and planned, and what I've got to do to serve my family, do things that I need to do with them and whatnot, then by the time I'm done cleaning up dinner, I'm ready to rest. And so I'm resting and I'm reading. We're watching movies with the kids. We're playing board games, and we go to bed by 10. And it's just like everything's tidy. The day was great. Everything is done. I know what I'm doing the next day. I just, you know what I mean, in terms of an overview. And then each day I would be sprinkling those kind of things into my day off of my routine. And so it's been working out very, very, very good. And I'm absolutely loving it. Fridays, even for the film day with Anna, my sister, that's something where it would be morning to 2. And then I've got the whole day too. So that whole thing can be just a really good flex day for the afternoon for me and the boys as well. So I'm really loving that as well. And when I do recordings with my mom, a lot of times with that, I like to do that over on a Wednesday because these are different than my own personal YouTube. So if I'm going to do a book club with Anna or a record with my mom, that's going to be on a Wednesday. And that's going to fall between the 1 to 3 slot. And I also, sometimes with Anna, if it's going to be live, it's going to be it has to be a little bit flexible. I'm doing that like on a Friday night. That's still to be determined. But other than that, as you can see, I've got everything accounted for that, what I choose to pursue and what I choose to do. So it's pretty wonderful. That's what's really great. You kind of need to have where see how I'm choreographing. And that's what I talked about earlier. You're just choreographing and moving things around, making sure that your children are cared for, that you have time to do your laundry and you have your daily disciplines, and that you, of course, my husband's in this mix, so he's all with all of us. He'll go bowling with us. He at downtime, we're all together and playing board games or card games with the boys, or we're sitting outside watching them play basketball, stuff like that. And it's just that downtime can be what we want it to be, and that's what I love. We could go bike riding. Now that it's getting cooler out, we could even go on a beautiful bike ride after dinner. So this just leaves things up for my margins to be set up that I can get supercharged for the next full busy day. And I absolutely love it. Girls, that is how I did my fall routine, how I put it in my goal pages and my Planner Perfect, and I absolutely love it. So now you have something to go off of when you go to plan your everyday life, and you are and when you are planning your days. You've already got your set structure here that you can look back on and say, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing on this day. I also, all my reading that I have planned for my book reads, these are in the evening. So that's also can be a part, like, hey, after my bike ride, I'm going to sit down and read this book. It's so fun. It's like I know what I'm doing, and I love that. I'm intentional with everything that I'm doing. So there you go. There you have it. There's my fall routine. And I hope that this has inspired you to set some really awesome goals for you and your family this fall. Till next time.